Hi, my name is Charlie and welcome to your 20-minute restorative yoga practice. This is going to be a super gentle flow that can be done at any time of the day. And I do invite you to bring two blocks into your space. Two books that are the same size will do the same job. And if you have a bolster, fantastic. If not, two bed pillows will do the same job. So let's start in a tabletop position. So come on over onto all fours. We'll meet with shoulders over the wrists, hips in line with the knees. And we'll begin our practice by inviting in some gentle cat-cows into the body before we find our static postures. So on your next inhale, begin to lower the belly down towards the mat. Lift the gaze, lift the heart and the tailbone. As you exhale, round through the shoulders, chin to chest. Inhale as you lower the belly, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, round through the shoulders, chin to chest. Inhale as you lower the belly, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, round through the shoulders, draw the tailbone under. Inhale as you lower the belly. Exhale, round through the shoulders, draw the tailbone under. A couple more of these. Inhale as you lower the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, round through the shoulders, chin to chest. Inhale, lower the belly down, lift the gaze. Exhale, round through the shoulders, chin to chest. And then begin to bring the spine back to a neutral position, finding a wide-legged child's pose now. So begin to widen the knees, connect the big toes, send the hips back towards the heels. An option to come into this pose without any support, so we can bring the hands down to the ground and find extended child's pose. Or you're welcome to bring your bed pillows or your bolster into your space in between the legs, lying nice and long in front of you. And then begin to walk the hands down over the bolster and place the cheek on one side. And you're welcome to hang on to your bed pillows or extend the arms out long in front of you. And finding what feels good for you here. And as you arrive in your child's pose, you might like to close the eyes down or find a soft gaze. And as you arrive in your balasana, your child's pose, start to notice where you're holding tension in the body. Notice if you're holding tension in the fingers, the arms. Relax the shoulders. Release the spine. And relax the hips. And as you do, you may feel the hips journeying down towards your support or the ground. And start to draw your awareness to the breath. And as you do, you may start to notice the quality of your breath in this pose. The length, depth, and breadth of both your inhales and exhales. Allow the breath to ebb and flow here. Notice the gentle rise of the shoulder blades as you inhale. And as you exhale, feel the release in the lower back. And I will let you know when we are about halfway through this pose. Allow the breath to continue at a smooth and steady pace. You are about halfway through this pose now. So you're welcome to lift the head and turn the head to stretch the other side of the cheek. And stretching the neck here. And allow the breath to continue. Breathing slow and steady. And with every exhale, see if you can release down into your supports a little bit more. Once again, start to notice if there's any residual tension. And then start to release the hands, the shoulders once again. Relax the spine, the lower back, and feel the hips become heavier. Couple more breaths. And at the end of your next exhale, slowly begin to blink open the eyes, lift the head, and walk the hands back towards the body nice and slowly. Then start to roll your bed pillows or your bolster to one side, and we'll come on down to the mat now. So come on over onto one hip, draw the legs round to the top of the mat so the legs lie long. And the next pose is a supported bound angle pose. So begin to invite your bed pillows or your bolster back into your space, and then place the edge of the pillows or the bolster near your sit bones. And then with the legs, a couple of options here. So begin to bend the knees, draw the soles of the feet together, and allow the knees to float out to the edges of your mat. An option to place some blocks underneath the knees or the thighs to support the legs as we lie the back nice and long in this pose. Or you're welcome to bend the knees and allow the knees to fall in towards one another if butterflying the legs doesn't feel good for you today. So draw the soles of the feet together, allow the knees to float out to the edges of your mat to find your supported bound angle. And then begin to walk the hands behind you, nice and slowly over the bolster or over your bed pillows. And take the next few moments to make any adjustments, becoming nice and snug into your support. And then allow the arms to be in a V shape away from the body. And allow the shoulders to hang nice and heavy away from the ears. And once again, I invite you to close the eyes down or find a soft gaze. And this is a wonderful posture for opening the pelvis and opening the chest space. And as you arrive here, I invite you to deepen your breath if that feels good for your body. So with every exhale, see if you can extend the out breath to be a little bit longer than your in breath. And this helps us to activate our parasympathetic nervous system in the body. That rest and digest. We will be in this pose for a couple of minutes. And if something doesn't feel quite right, know that you can always alter the pose. It's never too late to make any adjustments to get nice and comfortable. And start to focus on your breath here. Notice the belly expanding on the inhale. And as you exhale, feel that lovely release in the spine. And with every exhale, see if you can draw your shoulders further away from the ears. And with every in-breath, send the breath into the hips, into the belly, and then the heart. And feel that lovely release with every exhale. And continue to breathe at a soft and smooth pace. Last couple of breaths here. At the end of your next exhale, slowly begin to close the legs if they are in a butterfly shape. And as you do, come over onto one forearm and then gently roll the bolster to one side of your mat. And we'll meet with our spine nice and long on the ground. And before you come down, you might like to bring the knees in towards the chest, roll the nose up towards the knees, and give yourself a big hug, a big squeeze here. And then as you release the soles, the feet down to the ground, and find your final relaxation pose, your Shavasana. So an option to extend the legs out long. You're welcome to place some bed pillows or a bolster underneath the knees. And you're welcome to find constructive rest pose. So we can bend the knees and then allow the knees to fall in towards one another. And this posture helps to support the lower back. And take the next few moments to find what feels good for you. And you're welcome to leave the hands either side of the body. Or you might like to bring one hand onto the heart, one hand onto the belly to connect, whichever is more comfortable. And as you arrive in your Shavasana, start to soften the whole body now. It's time to rest. Start to relax the feet. Allow the knees to soften. Relax the thighs. Release the stomach. And see if you can walk your shoulders down from your ears a little bit more. And time to relax the head now. Maybe as you do so, it falls to one side ever so slightly. Unclench the jaw. Unfurrow the brows. And on your next exhale, allow yourself to sink into stillness. And you're welcome to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you like. For an option to meet me in a seated position in the next few moments. So start to bring some movement back into the body, wriggling toes, fingers. You might like to rock the head from side to side. Or maybe a full body stretch will serve you today. And then seeing if we can keep the eyes closed. Start to make your way back up into a seated position. So perhaps rolling the body over onto one side. Then use your palm to lift yourself up. Nice and slowly. And we'll meet in a seated position on the mat. And if you feel comfortable, I invite you to bring hands to heart center and Anjali Mudra. And bow the head here, tucking the chin under. And take a moment for yourself. And we'll take one last breath together, breathing in through the nose. Releasing through the nose or mouth. And gently blink the eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me for this restorative practice. I hope you feel more nourished now. Namaste.